Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are back with a series playing chess every day until I'm 2500. Guys, since the last video, I had somebody cheat against me again, and after they beat me, afterwards they got banned, and I got more rating back. So currently we are at 2334, which is officially our peak rating. I have never been this high in chess.com's rating. This is the highest I have ever been. And also I have some news about the tournament. I have decided that I will host it this Saturday in some evening hours, per se 10 p.m. in Croatia, so you can kind of see what will be the time in your country or region wherever you live, and you will see all the details when I create a tournament, which will be very soon. If you want to participate in it, for those of you who still don't know, go to socials, go to clubs, and here type in Predators Playing Hall, and you will find this club, and just go to here and apply for our club. I will accept you and you will be able to participate in that tournament. We'll have some prizes as well, so just a heads up. Okay, let's hit the search button and let's get even more rating. Okay, we should really win now because we are on a winning streak. Basically, I have lost a game before like 3 days, and since then I have won every game that I played in Rapid. So we should really try to win this one as well. Okay, some guy from Austria, 2400, very strong player. Let's go e4. Okay, we get Sicilian defense. I'm thinking I want to play knight to c3 as per usual. Then I will see. Okay, knight to c6. Now usually I go for bishop to b5. This line is pretty decent, because when they try to go for g6 setups as this guy wants, now I will just take the knight. And okay, here I can basically go knight to e2. I can also go knight to f3. He will always have these doubled pawns, but I think I want to play for f4, so that will be my idea. f4 and basically develop like this. I want to do that. Okay, d6. Now this is, as you can see here at the top, actually I don't know if you can see it from my face cam, but this is called the Grand Prix attack. It is pretty standard. Basically I have gotten rid of the white light squared bishop, because see, if it wouldn't really have any useful squares to be at, and now I can just start this simple attack, transfer my queen, play f5, play knight to g5, bishop to h6, and just try to crush my opponent. I actually don't know, he played kinda passively. Now this is of course far from over game, but it is actually getting already a bit tricky. Okay, bishop to g4. I like to see that move, because there are basically two options for black to move their bishop to. They can go bishop to g4 as in game, but they can also go bishop to a6, and that can be very annoying in some lines paired up with c4, so I'm glad to see this instead. Okay, now I can play knight to here, h3, knight to here, h3 and f5. But I actually don't really care if he takes my knight or if he doesn't. So I will just remove my king, basically from this file. Since when I do this, now there are no, after per se something like queen to b6, there are never c4 ideas, because I will always sidestep any of these checks on the diagonal. It is just a useful move overall. Okay, now I think it's time for us to play b3, because I don't really want to let him play a4. I want to put my knight on a4. That's usually one of the ideas in these kinds of positions. Also, I mean, okay, let's not get too fancy. I think we should play b3. A big plus for me in this position is that this knight is actually defended. Otherwise, there would be some ideas like this, and then when I take, they would be able to take my knight. But here my knight is protected. Okay, a4 is actually a pretty committal move now. He had to go for it. I didn't manage to say it yet. Without a4, there would be limited play for my opponent. Okay, now if I take with the knight, they can probably go knight to here and then take my rook, which would be kind of devastating for me, so I'm not gonna let him do that. Instead, I'm gonna take this one with a pawn. Now we are up a pawn, but we have these double pawns which are not that great. But one of my ideas is basically to try and utilize this, basically this doubled pawn. Okay, he moved his knight, that's understandable, he wants to get some kind of action with the bishop. Now I can play rook to b1, you know, rook b1, play a move, that makes no sense. Okay, I can play rook b1. In all seriousness, I can play rook to b1, basically to sidestep this pin and try to claim this file. Then if he plays bishop takes here, I take with the queen, he can take my pawn back. But then this diagonal without this bishop just becomes so deadly for him, so I don't really believe that he can do it. So rook b1, right? Rook b1, and we basically free our knight. So now our knight is free to jump wherever he wants. Okay. By the way, guys, now when this guy is thinking, I have my cat sleeping here as well. I think you should be able to see it now. He's a very good boy. Likes to watch me play chess. Okay. I think this should be fine now. Let's just check. Yeah, everything is fine. Okay, knight to b6. Yeah, I have expected that move. Now my a4 pawn is a bit of a problem. But I thought that I had a pretty fancy solution to that move. And it was a5. Basically, it was a5. And then what? Okay, let's think. This is basically a moment where we should spend more time. So, I don't know. I guess one of the ideas is just try to attack him regardless of all of this. But also I have an extra pawn. I don't really want to give it up so easily. Let's see, a5, rook takes, knight to here. Rook has to go back. Then I could take, but then he takes. And I play a4. Rook here. Yeah, that's not so great. Then. Okay, what else can we do? I guess we can play bishop to here. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. The point is, if he takes here, I will take with the knight. Rook takes, but then I will exchange the bishops. King, okay, he goes for it. Yeah, but basically now, once I trade off the bishops, he's gonna have a hard time defending his king. You'll see in a move or two. What do I mean? I also don't know, should I give up this pawn or what should I do with it? I'm thinking about it right now. Okay. So what should I do with that pawn? We don't have a lot of time, so I kinda gotta be careful about that as well. I think it makes sense for me to just give up this pawn. Although it could be good to try to hold on to it. I'm not sure that I can really do it. I can put my rook to here to pressure him. Maybe this, but then he has some kind of e5 or e6, which looks good. I guess we can play f5 immediately. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to use the fact that his king is kind of weak. Okay, he trades. But now this position is kinda different from the other positions. You'll see in a moment that what I'm saying about. Okay, this is very risky, guys. Didn't really think that he would take that pawn, honestly. Okay, we can win it back immediately. Think I will do it. Basically, let's try to stack. Oh no, let's try to take first. Pawn takes, and now let's try to stack the rooks. This is becoming pretty hard for our opponent to defend. This f-file is pretty nasty. And also one of my ideas is to just take here. Yeah, we can do it now. Because if I try to go here and also attack this one, it will not work because he will just go back with the rook. So I guess we can just take. Yeah, let's go for it. His king will be weak in the end. Now we take again. And basically my point is I want to in the end give this check and win the rook. We'll be equal with our pawns, but he will have these doubled pawns, and so ultimately that should be a bit better for us. And also we got plenty of play. Like all of these squares are kind of weak. Okay, queen to there. That's a decent move. He's trying to checkmate me, of course. I don't know which pawn should I move. I guess if I try to go here, queen here, here. Let's check him first. And then he will go here for sure. For sure, and then I guess I can play h3 or g3 or move my king. I guess let's try to move the king. Okay, he's trying to get in here. I think h3 or g3. I think I'm gonna play g3 rather than h3. No, h3 I think is better. I think we blundered. He'll now win this pawn. And it will be far from over, but my winning chances will drop quite bad. Now he can also make a draw, I guess, with these checks. So once he takes here, then I play this. I threaten to... Okay, I'm pretty sure I can play this. Okay, now I have a draw if I want to. I don't know. Let's try to just give this check and then this check. The king will run. I'm just wasting so much time. I don't know what's up with me. Should have played this immediately. Just go for it and shouldn't really care. Okay. We are eating some pawns. Now he's winning if he doesn't let me eat all of them. This check and then let's try to push. I don't know who is faster. Deal breaker can also be that I win with check. Okay, G3. Ah, but then I drop this one. He even missed it. But it's over. Okay, let's try to do some pre-moves, but he can take here. Wait, he threw. Guys, he threw. He threw the game. I could even have won, but I will just make a draw now. No way, this guy. Oh my god. That's so stupid. Here I'm winning. Look at this. I guess I'm not, cuz he can go he can go to like this and catch it in the end. But I managed to draw with 5 seconds. This guy is nuts. Why did he do it? No way. Okay, let's check the game. It wasn't a bad game, but I just didn't use my time correctly again. So this is a mistake already. Oh, I should have gone through with the attack and not care about this position. I tried to play on the both sides of the board, but it just didn't work out for me. Let's see. That's not very good as well. Oh, this, I guess, something like this. Oh, now he shouldn't take it here. Why? Oh, queen to there. And after this, queen to b4. Oh, and he forces me to trade the queens. That's hard to see. This way it's a draw. Wait, this is all the best. Oh, and now I was thinking about g3, but I just thought that I'd just give him too much after this. But I guess he can never take this pawn with a check, and I'm always threatening to basically trying to checkmate him. So I nearly find here g3. I was thinking about it, but then I started to just check him, which was wrong. Here he blundered again and again. Then I blundered with this because I had no time. I should have given this check, okay. And here he's winning again. And I don't know how and why did he allow this to happen. And here the biggest mistake, trading the queens. That's insane. And then in this playing game I managed to get a draw. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's insane. I mean, the game overall wasn't bad. Okay, let's do a big game review, like in the chunks. So from the opening, let's see. Opening was fine. And when I got in this position, I should have continued with the attack and not try to play positional chess. That's my mistake. I will admit to it. This was all fine, and then we get into this position. I take. Okay, this... Yeah, this is a mistake, but that's hard to see. To try to play for this. It's also kind of risky as well. I guess after this there is no more rook f6, right? Because he would just take it. And then I get checkmated. So... Yeah, I can never do actually rook to f6 because he always takes it and then checkmates me after queen to d2. So this wasn't actually that bad as well. And in this endgame it would just be a draw. If I had more time in this position to find g3. I knew that this wasn't gonna work, but I just went on with it because I thought that after this he can do something like this, where I would have to move to some of the light squares and then he would take this pawn with a check. So if something like this happened, then it's all over. He's winning. But I missed that I can just repeat moves like this and he can never take this one with a check. So I missed that, and here with 25 seconds, we just checked a lot. He played this game quite poorly with his misses. And then back in this position, I guess I just managed to get behind the pawn. And this is just a bad play for my opponent in the end. I managed to get into this position where it's a draw. I thought that here I was winning if I play something like this. But I'm actually losing because of this and he pushes this pawn. And in my head here, when I had 5 seconds and I knew this was a draw, I was thinking about trying to make a draw. So when he played this, I thought that he has to go here and here. When he played this, I immediately tried to pre-move this. Right. So because if this, he's threatening to go king to b2 and try to promote the pawn, so I would then play this. But if this, I thought that he gets in front of his pawn, and then I thought that I can push. But apparently I lose after that, so good thing I still went on with my plan. Here, I use this pawn as a decoy, I take here, it's a draw. So yeah, I guess this game, only real mistake in this game is for me that I played on the wrong side of the board. b3. Basically, I should have gone with the attack. Other than that, we both played kinda well. He could win in the end. He played kinda poorly. But I managed. That's why I managed to get our draw. Okay, guys, let's see. We actually gained 1 rating point from it. See, when you apply to join my club, then I get notification like this and I can accept you inside. Okay, guys, but that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. My kitty is still sleeping. You can see him here. He's a big boy. Hope you like this video. It was a tough game, but in the end we do get 1 rating point from all of that. So it didn't go to waste. This game didn't go to waste. I don't know what to tell you, but goodbye.